Jiggy Jaguar 24/7. Thanks for listening. Jiggy Jaguar 24/7. Thanks for listening. Jiggy Jaguar 24/7. Thanks for listening. Jiggy Jaguar 24/7. Thanks for listening.
Okay, we have got a great guest with us today. He joins us live here on our big broadcast. Quinn McGraw is with us. And Quinn, you are an amazing musician.
Well, that's very kind of you to say. Thanks, man.
Hey, I'll tell you, baby. If you've ever seen this show, we interview all kinds of people here. Rappers who don't have any material released.
Okay.
We have all sorts of things. The fact that you have a press person, B, a bio, and 3 incredible stuff available online, you are already ahead of the game, baby.
Thanks, man. I really appreciate that.
So one of the things that I have noticed with looking through all your stuff, your bio, all your various things, all who seek will find seems to be a running theme. What the heck does this mean? And is there a personal meaning behind this?
Yeah, I mean, yes, and so I think branding is fun when it's a bit cryptic. I think instead of having an Instagram handle that's Pariah Music or Pariah Band, I made it Find the Pariah. I wanted to create some sense of intrigue around the theme and mythos of the band.
Okay.
And then also the All Who Seek Will Find is an invitation in the same light. And that invitation in this case is just step out of the norm, and finding the pariah is that means of go into the place where you will meet either yourself or those types of things. It's a bit of like an invitation of self-discovery, going against the status quo as the salty punk rocker I am would like.
That is awesome. We have got Pariah with us today. He joins us live here on our big broadcast. And you can find us on iHeartRadio, also KJAGradio.com, and videos will be uploaded to BitChute, Rumble, Clout Hub, all the various places.
Shout out.
And Pariah is described as a sonic exorcism, which is amazing to me. When did this idea of turning pain and collapse into music first start to take shape for you, my man?
Oh, dude. I mean, I feel like it's been this long, slow, arduous process of most of my life. But this project in particular was born out of essentially my wife and I moved to a new city. We knew nobody. And there was this long series of months of just isolation and depression. And I tried to start a band with some guys I met here. That fell through. And I just hit this early 30s life crisis of what the hell am I doing with myself? I thought it was going to be X. It's not Y or Z. I'm feeling lost and confused. And somewhere in all of that, I decided to just sit down and make music for myself again. And Pariah was born out of that season of the pain and everything that I'd been experiencing.
That is awesome. That is fantastic. We have got a great guest with us today. Pariah joins us live here on our big program. And you've been very open about addiction, grief, spiritual collapse. Was there a single moment that sparked the rebirth of Quinn McGraw into Pariah?
I think it was largely spending about a year trying to build another band in a new city and putting all my eggs into that basket, only for it all to just not take off and fall apart. And I'd already felt like I've been doing music most of my life and not much has come of it. And I hold myself to a pretty high standard that way. But after wasting another year, I was like, okay, I'm turning 33. I don't feel like I have much to show for this. Something's got to happen soon.
Yeah.
So that was kind of the catalyst that led to all this.
That is awesome. That is fantastic. We have got a great guest with us today. Pariah joins us live here on our big broadcast. So how did growing up on bands like Slipknot and Linkin Park influence your approach to the sound and the storytelling?
I mean, The bar is set incredibly high with both of these bands, Linkin Park and Slipknot, obviously being world-renowned acts. Vocally, I take a lot of inspiration from both bands, the nu metal, harsh grit vocals, and then, of course, Chester Bennington, who perfected the pitch scream, singing his guts out. Their styles influence a lot of this music. And then as far as the story goes, I think Slipknot would be more where I draw from, of the very uncomfortable at times. You can't tell if they're satanic or not. You just don't know. It's like
You can't tell if they're
like-
satanic or
it's
not.
like Silk do metal, you know? And they do it very well. So I wanted to tip my hat to them. And in the music video, you'll see there's a scene where I'm smashing a keg with a baseball bat. That's just a big hat tip to Clown from Slipknot.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Pariah joins us today. He is amazing, and he has been very open with us today here on our big broadcast here on iHeartRadio. And let's talk a little bit about faith and trauma and reclamation, I guess. You describe a detour through faith. Can you talk about what that journey looked like and how it shaped your art today, my man?
Yeah, man. I mean, I wasn't raised in a religious household. My mom was born in Montreal, or just outside of Montreal. So naturally, she grew up Catholic. My dad's from the UK, pretty atheist dude. So growing up, like, it was pretty open season to explore whatever, but we weren't religious in any way. And then I had about, I want to say 7 or 8 years ago, I had like a near-death experience from a drug overdose. And somewhere in there, I had like the classic like meet God on a bathroom floor moment. And that sent me on this journey into faith. And somewhere along the line over the past couple of years, it all just crumbled for me. So the detour through all of that was essentially putting my life back together through a church community, and
That's
then
awesome.
moving away and being isolated again and losing all of that and having to discover myself again outside of that whole community that I'd had before we moved.
That is amazing. We have got a great guest with us today. Pariah joins us live here on our big program. Now, you have a lot of talk and a lot of writing about spiritual wounds and the search for meaning after collapse. How does your music help you process or confront those experiences?
I mean, music in, I think, every way for me has just always been a place of, I get to dance with my demons however I see fit. There is no external opinion projected onto them. There's no right, there's no wrong. It's just a safe space for me to work through all the things I'm going through. So if in my music, that's just where I will get the most raw. And some of the songs that are going to come out are pretty tongue-in-cheek at times, but that's just what I felt I needed to say to heal and work through everything. Music's like therapy for me.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
We have got a great guest with us today. Pariah joins us live here on our big program. Now, many artists write about pain, but the whole Pariah way of looking at things, it feels like you're inviting listeners to experience healing with you. How intentional was that when you began writing Swan Song?
Incredibly intentional. Like, I think a lot of what's driving this project is trying to attract and build a community of people that I feel I've been yearning for most of my life. I've either been too outspoken in some circles to fit in, or things like that. And I think that's where the name Pariah comes from too, is just embracing how I've always walked the line between two worlds. So for the songs and this community I'm trying to build with the band, it's inviting people into that and letting them know that it's okay to be who you are, feeling like an outcast, feeling like you don't belong, because that's been a lot of my lived experience. So I want people to know that it's okay to bring that and be in community with each other and heal together through that too.
That's awesome. That's awesome. We have got Pariah with us today. He joins us live here on our big broadcast. So how do people find you on social media, the websites, buy your music, everything?
All my social media handles are Find the Pariah. Website, findthepariah.com. That's it. Nice and easy.
Nice
Seek and
and
you will
simple.
find.
Nice and simple. So we've got Pariah with us today. So let's talk a little bit about the music and the sound of Pariah. Swan's song is described as an exorcism set to melody, which is amazing. Can you break down what listeners can expect from this debut EP, both musically and emotionally?
I mean, emotionally, it's just not sugarcoating anything. It's about as brutal and raw as I get, both from a place of melancholy, but also anger and frustration. It's the whole spectrum of emotions of grief, pretty much. And sonically, you can expect things. I mean, it's alternative metal / post metalcore. So you'll probably hear things that sound like Bad Omens and Sleep Token, but you'll also hear stuff that sounds like bands more on the vein of Architects, Invent Animate, bands like that.
That's awesome. That's fantastic. So Pariah is with us today here on iHeartRadio, and you can also find us on the Odyssey app as well. Now, you've blended alt metal, post metalcore, cinematic dark pop, which I didn't even know that was a thing. What draws you to the mix of brutality and beauty, my man?
I mean, I feel that if it was only A or B, there wouldn't be enough in that spectrum of emotion to actually express myself the way I want to. I love metalcore and grew up on it because it was both as angry and as emotional as I felt a genre could provide for me. So being able to have a place to go when you feel mad or sad, particularly difficult emotions, I think it's good to make sure that you capture all of that and you don't just leave some of them out at the expense of others.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So you mentioned Sleep Token as being an influence. What do you take from all your influences, sounds that makes Pariah with a unique approach?
I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say I'm reinventing the wheel by any stretch. There are tons of bands who sound like how I sound. I think what makes it mostly unique is the full picture. So it's not just the sound, but it's the sound and the lyrical content. And it's not just both of those things. It's also the package and the brand and the way it's delivered. It's the soft parts of Sleep Token, and then in the next moment, I'm beating a keg to death with a baseball bat because I'm mad. So it gives you a bit of everything.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is amazing. We have got a great guest with us today. He joins us live. Pariah is with us. So you've said survival itself can be an act of rebellion. Can you elaborate on that idea and how it drives your art?
Dude, yeah. I say this to my brother all the time, actually. Like, I find in life, you can choose to stay in the cave or you can step out boldly of the cave. And survival, I see in that same dichotomy of I can choose to preserve myself and not deal with the things I'm going through. And that's just staying in the cave. But the worst part about staying in the cave is that eventually you starve to death. So it's like, eventually you have to find the courage to face life, that act of rebellion against the things you've gone through, to just step out and face them and heal and work through it. Because you can choose to be defeated by the things you've gone through, or you can rise and meet them. So that's where a lot of that comes from.
Fantastic. Fantastic. We have got Pariah with us today. Joins us live here on our big program. So you have put a lot of time and effort into all of this.
Yes, sir.
In a world obsessed with perfection, Pariah seems to embrace imperfection and pain. What do you hope listeners take away from that vulnerability, my man?
I mean, I think a lot of the bigger bands are theatric and safe. And I don't want to create a place where people can feel like it's curated or people feel like they're getting an inauthentic, I know that's a bit of a buzzword, but some type of inauthentic experience of fabricated pain or theatric pain. It's like, this is just me going through it and it's in song form. If you resonate with that, dope. if you want something that's palatable, I'm not your guy.
I'm not your guy.
Like,
Awesome.
this is not safe.
Pariah with us today. He joins us live here on our big program. Now, the project feels like it is as much for the listeners as it is for you. What kind of community or connection are you hoping to build through the whole Pariah brand?
I would say just, I mean, it's going to be interesting because I don't really know in the grand scheme, because I'm just setting out and building it. And if you build it, they will come, I guess. But I'm just hoping that people walk away from a show or interacting with me or the music, feeling either more whole from it, or that they at least feel heard and understood through what they're going through in life. Beyond that, who knows?
So Pariah is with us today, and we are going to have this interview, just in case you've come in or missed it live. We are going to put it on our website at kjagradio.com. The fans are struggling with faith, addiction, or self-worth. What message do you want them to hear when they press play on Swan Song?
I mean, just know that you don't have to hide your pain from anybody. And you also don't have to find a way to reconcile it. Like, you're allowed to just be in that state and just sit with it, be present with it. It's okay to hurt. Don't avoid it and don't bury it. And for me, writing these songs is my way of working through it. And hopefully people who engage with my art feel that they have a space to do the same.
That is awesome. So Pariah is with us today. You can find Pariah all over the damn place. You are busier than a fruit merchant, my friend. You are all over the web. So what is next for Pariah after Swan Song? More music, live performances, collaborations, anything, my man?
All of that. Yeah, I'm trying to put out a song every 6 weeks. Wow. Indefinitely. So that's kind of the bar I want to set and see if I can sustain it. It might be too much. I don't really know. We're going to find out. Yeah, doing that, and then going to be doing some rehearsals over the winter to get ready to rip some shows. And then a couple collaborations on the new music are also cooking. I cannot say who yet, but it's going to be dope.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's awesome. So if you could go back and speak to the version of yourself before the whole Pariah existed, the one that's still searching, what would you tell him?
That is a tall order, my friend. I mean, I would tell him that you might feel like you're in the desert now, but it will end. So just trust the process.
Yeah.
And water's for quitters. So
well, I sort of feel that way about all the things that I have been going through the last few years here. But we have got Pariah with us today. He joins us live here in our broadcast. And finally, your bio is amazing, by the way.
Oh, thanks, man.
I love the fact that that your press person sent such an in-depth bio. I interview a lot of people, and I go through various press agents. Sometimes they'll send me like 4 lines. And I'm like,
thanks.
I can do this. Why am I not a press person? But the bios close with the haunting line, "He is waiting. Find him. Who is he?" What in the world is this?
Just more cryptic, cultic stuff, nothing big.
I love this.
Yeah. I mean, again, it's all just this invitation, and I think it creates a sense of mystique. And I think art shouldn't always just be spoon-fed to people. I want people to figure it out. Some people are going to interpret that differently than others, and that's great. I think it just adds to what I'm trying to do.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome. Well, we have got Pariah with us today, joins us live here in a broadcast, and we are going to wrap things up here. Before we let you go, how do people buy your music and everything that you've got going online, my man?
I have a mailing list. That is going to be the best way
awesome.
to get informed about things I'm writing, releasing, merch drops, all that kind of stuff. On social media, it's everywhere. Find one of my links in my bios. You can just opt in. That'll be the best way to stay in touch with the project and also support me as I start rolling out things for sale.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Well, hang on. I want to ask you a few off-air questions.
Perfect.
But